Welcome to the deep dive. You know that feeling, right? When you see some tech and it just seems, well, almost too good to be true.
Yeah, especially with budget gear.
Exactly. Today, we're diving straight into that feeling with the Philips Tab 5109 soundbar.
Ah, yes. The sub $100 contender.
It promises so much, like 120 watts of power, DTS Virtual X audio, even a surround sound experience, all under $100.
Seems ambitious for that price point.
Totally. So our mission today, take these reviews, spec sheets, user comments, all this info, and figure out what you, the listener, are actually getting.
Okay, and it's important to frame this from the start, I think. We're talking about a 2.0 channel system here.
Right. 2 speakers facing forward.
Exactly, no separate subwoofer.
Right.
That immediately tells you something about its physical limits, especially for bass.
But the connections look pretty decent.
They do, actually. You get Bluetooth 5.4, which is quite current, plus HDMI ARC. That's key for easy TV hookup optical audio, and even USB port. So connectivity is pretty solid.
Okay, let's unpack that first big claim then. 120 watts max power. I mean, that sounds like a lot for a little bar like this.
It sounds like a lot, and that's the key, isn't it?
What do you mean? Is it not really 120 watts?
Well, yes and no. When you dig into the specs, you find that 120 watts. That's the peak output.
Peak, as in like for a split second.
Precisely. The absolute maximum burst it can handle.
Right.
The actual power you can expect most of the time. The continuous usable power. That's RMS power.
And what's the RMS figure?
It's consistently reported across sources as just 60 watts.
60. So half. We're talking about half the advertised power for normal listening.
Pretty much, yeah. That's the real story. It's a common marketing tactic, using the peak number because it's bigger.
Wow. Okay. So why does that distinction, peak versus RMS, matter so much if you're buying this?
It means you're definitely getting a volume boost over your basic TV speakers.
Yeah.
No doubt about that. But you're not getting room-shaking power. Or, sustained loud volume without potential distortion. The RMS figure is what really tells you about the everyday listening experience.
Got it. So power expectations adjusted. What about the other big promise? Surround sound. It mentions DTS Virtual X. How does a 2.0 system even attempt that?
Yeah, that's the next hurdle, right? DTS Virtual X, in this context, it's basically software. Clever processing.
Software trying to trick your ears?
Essentially, yes. It uses psychoacoustics, trying to manipulate the sound waves to give you a sense of height and width, maybe bouncing sound off walls.
But does it work? What do the reviews say?
Well, the consensus seems to be it's virtual in every sense, as one reviewer put it.
Meaning?
Meaning it tries, but you just can't physically create genuine surround sound to sound coming from your side and behind you with only 2 front-facing speakers. It adds some spaciousness, maybe, but it's not true surround.
Okay, so the surround claim is also a bit optimistic. What about the general sound quality? What's the consistent feedback there?
It's interesting, actually. Places like Hi-Fi Picks, user reviews on Amazon UK, Cool Blue, they kind of circle around the same points.
Which are?
The big positive, dialogue clarity. Almost everyone agrees it makes speech much easier to understand compared to standard TV speakers.
That's a big deal for many people.
Absolutely. If that's your main goal, it's a definite plus. But the flip side, the consistent limitation, is the bass, or rather, the lack of it.
Because no subwoofer?
Exactly. It lacks deep bass. So voices are clear, but music, explosions, they just don't have that low-end punch or rumble.
But we also saw some negative stuff, right? I remember a pretty harsh Cool Blue review.
Yeah, 3.6 out of 10. Ouch. Cited subpar sound quality overall. And there were other reports, too, about unreliable companion apps and setup being a bit fiddly sometimes.
Those user experience things can be really frustrating.
They can. And that's often the trade-off you make in this, super budget category. It's not just about the core audio components. Sometimes the software polish, the QA, that gets squeezed too.
So putting it all together, what's the bottom line here? Is it worth considering?
I think it comes down to managing expectations, really. The Tab 5109 is defensible if you know exactly what you're getting.
Which is?
It's an entry-level upgrade, better sound than your TV, especially for dialogue. But it's not for powerful bass or actual surround sound.
Right. So the final takeaway for you, the listener, if you spend under $100 on this, you get clear voices, modern connections. That's a win over teeny TV speakers.
Definitely an upgrade in that sense.
But don't expect room-filling sound, deep bass, or a true cinema experience. You're just not getting that at this price.
Precisely. And maybe think about this. Now that you understand the difference between peak and RMS power in audio,
Hmm.
How might that change how you look at other tech claims?
Oh, interesting. Like what?
Like, advertised battery life figures versus real-world usage, or maybe processor speeds. Always question the big headline number. What does it really mean? Keep digging.